Now to a big update. A Russia court has denied the appeal of Houston native and WNBA star Brittney Griner. It's a step that could move her closer to a possible high-stakes prisoner swap between Moscow and Washington.
KPRC 2's Brittney Jeffers has been monitoring the court proceeding all morning. She tells us what this means for Griner.
Griner's attorneys had asked that the athlete be acquitted. However, that appeal was denied. The court did, however, reduce her sentence very slightly for time served pre-trial. This means that the athlete will now spend about 8 years in prison.
Well, what we saw this morning was a reminder that this process has been a sham from the start.
That's U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price responding to the Russian court's decision to reject an appeal by U.S. basketball star Brittney Griner. Griner was sentenced to 9 years in prison on drug charges. The WNBA star wasn't physically in the courtroom today, instead attending the hearing via a video conference from her detention center. Griner was arrested back in February at a Moscow airport with vape cartridges containing cannabis oil, which is banned in Russia. Griner admitted that she had the canisters in her luggage, but testified she inadvertently packed them and had no criminal intent. Her defense team presented written statements saying she had a prescription for cannabis to treat pain. Griner's attorneys have called the punishment excessive. In a statement from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, he said, quote, "We are aware of the news out of Russia that Brittney Griner will continue to be wrongfully detained under intolerable circumstances after having to undergo another sham judicial proceeding," adding, quote, "President Biden is very clear she should be released immediately."
Nothing in the result of today's appeal changes the fact that the United States government considers Ms. Griner to be wrongfully detained.
Today has been another sad day for justice in Russia. I use that term justice very loosely, of course, because justice has eluded this case from the start.
Now, right now, it is unclear when Griner will be transferred from the pre-trial detention center to the prison where she will serve the remainder of her sentence. I'm Brittney Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.